Hello everyone, I'm just coming back with this video. Basically, this is the results of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix last week, in which it was won by the Red Bulls again. Yeah, and Sergio Perez, he started from pole position, and obviously he lost the lead into turn one to Fernando Alonso, but he managed to regain it about 2-3 laps later, and then it was a controlled drive, to be honest. The only thing was Max Verstappen, he had a drive shaft problem in qualifying, and because he had that drive shaft problem, he had to start in 15th position. So him starting in 15th position, I still, because of his pace and other things, I was still giving him that benefit of the doubt that maybe he can win this race. Yeah, I was still giving him that benefit that Max is a formidable driver. He might be able to win this race if he gets onto the back of Sergio. But him getting through the traffic, and when he come up behind Sergio, he was about 5 seconds behind, and the gap just it fluctuated. It went down to about 4.3, then it went up to about 4.6, then 5 seconds, then it ended up about 5.3 seconds. Yeah, so the race result was Sergio Perez in first position, Max Verstappen in second position, and Fernando Alonso in third position. So basically what happened is Fernando finished on the podium. He went up, he celebrated and everything, but the stewards, they said he had to serve a 5-second penalty for positioning his car incorrectly on the grid. So he went over the white line a little bit, maybe towards the right a bit more. But they took the podium off him at 9:30, and then at 10 o'clock, this is Saudi time I'm talking, at 10 o'clock, uh, sorry, he had a podium 9:30, 10 o'clock, they took it off him, and then by 1:15 in the evening, the podium was overturned. So in the end, yeah, Mercedes ended up taking the third place trophy home with George Russell, but on a Monday morning, I think George returned it to Aston Martin through the factories. So the race positions, it was good, and let me see who finished in fourth. Yeah, George Russell finishing in fourth, and then Lewis Hamilton finished in fifth, Carlos Sainz sixth position, Charles Leclerc seventh, Esteban Ocon eighth, Pierre Gasly ninth, and Kevin Magnussen 10th. So I'm not gonna go through the whole 20 drivers or 21 drivers. Yeah, so it was a good race for Sergio. He showed that he can compete with Max towards the end of the race. And yeah, so Perez, he managed the gap towards the end of the race, and there was a bit of a controversy with Max Verstappen wanting to close the gap, and Sergio was asking, "Are we racing to the finish? Are we racing to the finish?" And Red Bull's like, you know what, you're free to race, you're free to race. And in the end, Max took the fastest lap position. He took the 1 point extra, and yeah, he disobeyed the team orders. So that's